Richard Odwong reported to Mao that the Netherlands Institute for Multi-Party Democracy may not be in position to fund the political party's platform. Kyagulanyi alias Bobi Wine says IPOD has been a dormant organization that has existed to sugarcoat the injustices and human rights abuses of the ruling National Resistance Movement, headed by President Museveni. NUP and the Forum for Democratic Change are the two opposition parties that snapped belonging to IPOD. NRM, DP, UPC and JEMA are active members of IPOD. Kyagulanyi, who has just come back from Telluride Film Festival in the US, said they managed to make a documentary out of what the party went through in last year's elections and is going to be used as a tool to unmask NRM's lies to the whole world.
The documentary, ladies and gentlemen, chronicles the details of our struggle since we started practically taking on the dictatorship. But most importantly, it highlights on the horrors that the people of Uganda have suffered under General Museveni. But Museveni was smart, very smart in painting a rosy picture about his rule. And you'll agree with me that in this movie, in this documentary, we've been able to unmask Museveni and his dictatorship.
After the festival, Kyagulanyi visited Ukraine, which is currently at war against Russia's aggression. He says NUP and other opposition groups stand with Ukraine because it stood with African countries when they were fighting for independence.
So when we stand with the people of Ukraine, I've heard some regime propagandists claiming that we are not standing with the people that stood with us during our struggle for independence. I will remind you that in particular, the freedom fighters of South Africa, in particular the armed wing, the Mkonto Usizwe, 40% of them were trained in Ukraine in their struggle for freedom in South Africa.
Last week, EU lawmakers passed the resolution to delay plans for the construction of East Africa crude oil pipeline to review reports of human rights violations, unfair compensation of landowners where the pipeline will pass, as well as other environmental concerns in Uganda and Tanzania. Some politicians, including Deputy Speaker Thomas Tayebwa, said that the resolution by EU Parliament represents the lack of respect to Uganda's sovereignty. However, Kyagulanyi says Tayebwa does not understand neocolonialism.
This Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Tayebwa, claiming that for the EU to stop the construction of the oil pipeline, the crude oil pipeline, is an act of neocolonialism. I looked at this man and I couldn't find the right description for him. All clad in colonial outfits, putting on those silly wigs that he does not even know what they mean.
EU's stand on the proposed pipelines was influenced not only by opposition groups in Uganda, but other international environment and social justice campaigners. Lubega Ibrahim, CTV, PM Edition.